Yo, we are back with another video, and today we are going over the debacle that is King of the Court in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. This morning, I saw my timeline completely flooded with King of the Court nonsense, cheating allegations, Zens, cheaters overall, big names in the community beefing with each other, going back and forth, other people antagonizing, this, that, and the third. And all I can say is, yes, King of the Court is a complete disaster, and I think 2K is going to be taking this tournament away from all of us here sooner than later. But before we get into this video, guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications because we got nothing but more bangers on the way. I mean, I just couldn't not make this video, guys. This is just everything that I'm seeing on my timeline. Every other tweet is King of the Court related. As you can see on my screen right now, we had Eyeball Splash winning the first week of King of the Court, and then we had Ty Debo winning the second week of King of the Court, and now the third week we got a guy named Beefy. Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is. If y'all know who that is, y'all let me know. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. There are cheaters, there are Zenners, there are boosters literally infesting leaderboards, and it's got a lot of people in the community going against each other and throwing out crazy allegations as well when they're fighting within, when we should be really blaming 2K for this kind of action that they're taking on the 10K tournament. They're allowing these kinds of cheating and all of that to transpire without any ramifications, and that's the big problem here. We know that 2K is quick to take things away from the community, and I think this is something they'll take away. I mean, $10,000 is a lot of money, especially if that's weekly, and it gives a chance for people to actually make a living off of this game if they're good at the game. But if this is how the community is going to play, if this is how the community is going to treat this tournament, as like the cheater wins it, you know, as the cheaters get to the top, as you know, not legit players can win 10K every single week, that's going to be very bad for not only this community, not only this game mode, but for 2K in general. So they might pull the plug and just stop this tournament altogether. They took away 250K from us last year. They're going to take away this if this is going to continue to be the standard moving forward. I mean, I haven't played King of the Court the past 2 weeks because the search times are bad, and that's the least of anybody's worries at this point. I mean, let me go on Twitter and show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first allegation we have was with Splash saying that Ty was boosting with somebody in his chat. Essentially what had happened was, and let me just confirm that was not the case, basically what had happened was Ty was playing King of the Court, of course, and he matched up with somebody in his chat while he was streaming. Now, Ty did not tell the person to match with him. It was just a random search, and he happened to get somebody in his chat. Now, being that this person was in his chat, obviously was a supporter of Ty, he stayed in the game and was throwing a bad shot so that Ty could win by a large differential, which would warrant Ty to get a lot of points for his King of the Court win on that game, which will help him move up in the leaderboards. But again, Ty had not asked this person to match with him. Ty doesn't need somebody to match with him to get points. He can beat any normal person by a lot. He already won the second week of King of the Court. He does not need to boost to win. So, being that this person had matched with him and stayed in the whole game and did what they did, that was on their own accord. Again, Ty did not ask him to do that, so I don't really see why there's frustration there. It just seems unwarranted. And then after that, we have apparently Carlo saying that Splash was DMing people that he matched up with in his chat and was whispering them and telling them to like sell the game or whatever. The same thing that sort of happened with Ty, but Ty had no communication with the viewer. Essentially, this shows that Splash was communicating with the viewer in order for Splash to win by a large margin. If I click these screenshots, it's like whispers. So apparently there was communication between Splash and a user that he was playing. As you can see, the name on the gamer tag, which he circled, is the same person he's adding in the chat. So apparently after this DM was made, the score drastically changed from 19 to 26 to 30 to 104. So the guy only scored 11 points and Splash scored like 80 points. So I don't know what happened there, but obviously something happened within here, because wait, dude only scored 11 points after. Yeah, so essentially from when this screenshot was made in the second quarter, I had 19 points, Splash had 26, and then end of the game it was 30 to 104. Again, it's all about differential in points, and there was a big differential in points after a DM was made. So I'm not picking sides, I'm just looking at the proof that I've seen so far, and looks like there has been a little bit of projection from Splash here on Ty, even though, you know, we don't know for sure if Ty ever communicated with this person, but if you were watching his stream, you could tell he really didn't communicate with anybody, nor was that his intention to beat this person in the chat by this amount, like a self-orchestrated thing. It was basically just the fact that he matched with the person and they happened to be in his chat. So then we have, I'll skip this and come back to this real quick. Then we have this.
That's total bullshit as well, Tactical. I didn't knock him out of SBMM. Again, a lie to get y'all to think of his narrative is true. If I beat somebody that doesn't match him out of SBMM, after I beat him the first game, guess who I matched the second game? Splash. Another lie. Another lie. Another lie. When will y'all understand? The dude is lying. When will y'all understand that? When will y'all understand that? He lies and lies and lies, and y'all believe it. It's crazy to me.
So essentially, basically, what I'm getting from this is, again, Splash is saying that Ty is boosting, and he's trying to throw that on Ty when he's also getting allegations of boosting himself. Now, I don't know for sure if either of them are boosting, but I can tell that Ty feels a strong way about what is being said, and I personally do not believe that he needed anyone to boost for him in order to win. But let's keep moving here. He said community is legitimately brainwashed. He beat Splash 2 times, Cozy 2 times, JB, Imphy, Grussy, Authentic, Damar. These are all like comp players who could have on any given week 1 King of the Court, but he's saying he beat all of these guys. He streamed every game as well. That's another thing. Anything that can be disputed can go back and watch the streams, basically, of all the games they played. They were all apparently streamed, so there was any doubt that Ty was doing it legit, then you could go watch his streams back and see that he was indeed doing it legitly. So here we have apparently more boosting allegations going on. Basically, there was a 170 point versus a 33 point game, and this is another person that's in Splash's chat. But essentially, all the allegations are pointing towards the majority of the top 10 doing these sort of things anyway, so which is the reason why people are getting strays in the community. Is the reason why the integrity of this tournament probably cannot be upheld, which is the reason why this tournament is going to be taken away by 2K sooner than later. The amount of King of the Court boosting I've seen this weekend is nasty work, and we are going into week 3. How 2K decides to respond to the games from this weekend will dictate the rest of the year for that mode. It's either they are punished or it's open season for cheating. Again, ball is in your court, 2K. You have two of the top players beefing now and throwing allegations and accusations at each other. And who only knows who won this week in Beefy US, and who only knows who's going to win for the foreseeable weeks if this tournament continues to be run. I just don't see it happening. Long wait times, 72 hours of searching, cheaters, zenners, boosters, and a whole lot of BS. It's just not good for the community. I just don't know, man. I just don't know if this is going to be a thing for much longer.